Hey everyone, so here's the macro. This one's for hunters. You can also use this one for warlocks and this one for unholy death knights. This macro is the best one to use because it ensures that your pet is using its abilities at all times without actually using them whenever it doesn't have a target. Your pets naturally don't spam their abilities as much as they could, and so if you're not using a macro like this, you're just missing out on free damage. You'll need to macro all your abilities, and in that macro you'll also need this line, /cast bracket target equals pet target, comma, exists, bracket, bite. This will make your pet only cast bite when it has a target. If you're a warlock, replace this with shadow bite. If you're a death knight, replace this with claw. And if you use a pet attack macro that isn't scripted like this, your pet might just run off and attack something that you're not attacking and aggro stuff. This is extremely useful for unholy death knights because if you tell your pet to attack something and you don't have a target, it'll pick a target and then it'll start attacking it and then it'll use the leap ability and just jump right in there. Macros like this are less helpful for demonology warlocks because the only ability that the Felguard has is cleave, which has a 6-second cooldown. You could still use a macro like this just to make sure that it spams cleave when it can, but it's not extremely necessary as something like claw, shadow bite, or bite. It is still necessary to not have your abilities bound to pet attack as a demo warlock though, because if you do, your pet is just going to intercept random stuff and it's going to be really bad. A common example of this is Kel'Thuzad in Naxxramas. You want the first phase for your pet to just sit there and do nothing, because you don't want your pet to pull stuff out of the cubbies. But then whenever Kel'Thuzad becomes active, you actually want him to spam his abilities as much as he can. And so a macro like this is extremely useful. Using this macro will just basically make it so your pet is spamming its ability whenever it has a target. If it doesn't have a target, it will just not do anything. And so you can give your pet a target by just doing one pet attack at the start of the fight, and then it should hit the boss for the rest of the fight. You can issue that pet attack command macroed together with another ability, or just on its own. I opt to do it on its own. I have a macro for pet attack bound to my mouse wheel up that is also a mouse over, so I don't have to actually target the thing in order to tell my pet to attack it. This can be really useful if I want my pet to attack and spam its ability on a target that I'm not targeting. I've also put all these macros in the description of the video. Thanks for watching, have a great day.